Good evening. The 122nd FA Cup final featured the holders Arsenal against Southampton. Our commentary team of Trevor Brooking and John Motson were here in the Millennium Stadium undercover for the first time in FA Cup history.
Let's enjoy the atmosphere in the Millennium Stadium as the teams enter the field for the first FA Cup final to be played under a roof, the final of 2003.
Arsenal and Southampton.
Well, you can say what you like about other competitions, other occasions, other big football tournaments, but the FA Cup still retains a special flavour of its own. So, David Seaman captains an Arsenal side in which Oleg Luzhny will play in place of the suspended Sol Campbell. In midfield, Ray Parlour required to compensate for the injured Vieira. Parlour, like Seaman, chasing his fourth winners' medal. Lundberg chasing his third consecutive cup final goal. And up front, Dennis Bergkamp, preferred to Wiltord. 9 of the 11 have played in the final before, Trevor.
Well, there's still a lot of quality. Down that left-hand side, Cole, Perez and Henry, it's going to be tough to keep them quiet, and that's a difficult area, I think, for Southampton. Luzhny has to be pinpointed as a possible weakness at the back, so I think Beattie will play up against him. And Parlour, I think, has been excellent in recent games and compensated for the absence of Vieira.
Well, in contrast, Southampton have no former cup finalists, but what a day it's going to be for 21-year-old Chris Baird at right back. Only made his starting debut 6 days ago. Paul Telfer pushes up into midfield, and Fabrice Fernandes is left out after playing in all but 2 of Southampton's games this season. Up front, just a little twist for Beattie. He may just remember that his Premiership debut for Blackburn in October 1996 was against Arsenal in Arsene Wenger's first match as Arsenal manager. The Gunners won 2-0, and if you fancy that score today, the price is 6-1, Trevor.
No, I don't actually. but down the right-hand side, I mean, young Baird and Telfer had to quell that trio that we mentioned earlier. I think so. On the left-hand side, Bridge and Marsden, a lot will depend on them getting some good service in from that side to Beattie. Certainly Anders Svensson can be a very creative player in the midfield. Oakley will work very hard alongside him. And I think Michael Svensson, one of the central defenders, has been outstanding from them all year. And if they are going to win, that man in goal, Niemi, can conjure up the sort of display that wins games.
So welcome again then to the 2003, the 122nd FA Cup final being played, the third one in Cardiff, under the roof. And Southampton in yellow and blue will kick off, playing in the first half from right to left. And the ball straight away back to Wayne Bridge in the left-back position. Good comparison between him and Ashley Cole for Sven-Göran Eriksson this afternoon. Up it goes towards Beattie. Now Lundberg, who starts on the right for Arsenal. Thierry Henry's made the first run. Oh, and he's got the other side of Lunderkam. Is this driver in the first minute? No, it's not. Goodness, that would have been the fastest goal ever in a cup final. It would have beaten Di Matteo. Look at this, he pulled his shirt back, Trevor, Lunderkam, as Henry tries to shoot.
Well, I mean, the referee has played the advantage. You've got to give credit to Henry for staying on his feet because he thought he was going to score. The key fact is, if he'd have gone down, he could have got a penalty and Lunderkam would have been sent off.
Beattie trying to flick it on to Ormerod. Beattie is good in the air, but this is Parlour for Arsenal. This is Lundberg. Oh, this is where Henry spreads wide. Dennis Bergkamp in the centre, being joined by Perez. It's still Henry. Oh, it's come back off Niemi, and Bergkamp's in here, and Lundberg was there too. Well,
I think it was a youngster who kicked it off near the line there. Chris Baird, who got back to clear it. What a moment for him.
Absolutely, from Bergkamp. Henry here. Well, he was actually teasing Wayne Bridge to start with. It came back off Niemi, and then Dennis Bergkamp from a very difficult angle. Yes, the young lad makes the goal line clearance, as you correctly spotted, Trevor. The long throw by Oakley. Oh, and David Seaman stretching. Michael Svensson, the centre-back, is a real threat on those.
Well, you've got Beattie, Svensson comes up, sometime Lunduk Van, and if you look at Arsenal without Campbell, you know, Keown, Lusny, they've not got anyone else in the side who are any good in the air.
Now then, Bergkamp, and can he pick out Henry? That's a sensational pass to Thierry Henry. What a ball from Bergkamp.
Well, sensational was the word. I mean, he just had a quick glance. There was only one place it could go, and it went there. Just got behind the defence, and again, the first touch of Henry let him down. I mean, he was in a dangerous position there.
And Lauren has to concede a corner to stop Ormerod. Well, this is a really good opening, 10 or 11 minutes.
There's the ball. Look, his first touch takes him wide, and then on his left foot, he's not going to beat Niemi.
That was Ormerod. Michael Svensson just outside the penalty area at the moment, number 11. Coming in now, Beattie tries to flick it on. Keown didn't really get it away well, but Michael Svensson's there!
What a good chance that was. Unfortunately, it was a defender, it fell to. But you can see when the ball's in the air, Arsenal are challenging, but they can't clear it. Look, it's bobbling around, they can pick up the loose balls, they get a nice ricochet, and to be honest, that is a very good chance.
Lundekman. And that's a push by Lusny.
Yeah, it's a push by Lusny. Before that as well, Beattie out-jumped him for the previous header, so you can see Beattie is pushing up on Lusny, trying to pressurise him.
Now, Michael Svensson is forward again, and if Arsenal don't know about the threat now, they never will. Oakley took it, and Anders Svensson came in, but Lauren got there first.
Good cross. They've been working on the set pieces.
They have, and this is their second corner. And again, Michael Svensson lines up with Beattie. Ormerod on the goal line. Oakley to take. Played short here to Anders Svensson. Well done, Baird. Oh, he showed real aplomb there, the newcomer. Fabulous. Only his second game, a cup final, and he tested David Seaman.
Well, that would have been some script. Look, he brings it down, thinks I'll come inside. Who knows, this could be a headline here, but just bounces in front. Nasty for a keeper. I'm not sure it would have squeezed in, but in the end, Seaman got hold of it.
Telfer with the challenge. Ormerod looking for Beattie. Is he on? No, he's offside. He's offside. The Southampton fans at one end of the stadium roar with expectation, but James Beattie's effort is ruled out. And is he just, Trevor?
Yes, he is. Half a yard. Certainly, in the end, I've got to say it was tighter than I thought. At the time, I thought, yeah, he's offside. But you know, you do that 3 or 4 times during the 90 minutes, and one might just go for you. So keep making those runs.
Oh, he'll keep making them all right, Beattie.
Arsene Wenger just a bit pensive there. He knows they've had a couple of chances, but Southampton, I think, have come back quite well.
Telfer for Southampton. To Baird. Good turn by Telfer. And not a bad delivery either. Oh, it's come across to Marsden. Ormerod and Beattie wait. Beattie comes in far side. And Arsenal are slack at the moment. And Telfer's got it again. And here's Anders Svensson. Anders Svensson stole a shot. Oh no! To corner.
Well blocked Lundberg, but it's a good little spell this out. I've got to say, 1 or 2 of the Arsenal players went into tackles, and look, that one, for me, Lauren didn't go into that fully committed, and Svensson got through it, and that happened 2 or 3 times on that attack.
Michael Svensson hanging back. And good, firm tackle by young Baird on Perez. So far, the Strachan strategy on that side of the pitch is working for Southampton. Lauren. To Parler. This is Henry. Bergkamp's gone to the right. And there's Lundberg with a chance for Arsenal. Oh, and Perez surely. Goal! Robert Perez has put Arsenal in front on 38 minutes. Injured and unable to play in the final last year. But, well, this is movement for you. Thierry Henry just held it up. Bergkamp played it back into the middle. Then it was Lundberg. And then it was Perez. And then it was 1-0. And the Arsenal supporters threatened to take the roof off the stadium.
Well, you just need a bit of an unlucky break, or a lucky break if you're an Arsenal player. Henry, superb play. Releases it, Bergkamp pulls it back to Lundberg. And he just breaks away from it, he gets a double ricochet, and suddenly Perez has wandered into the 6-yard box and he's found space.
At the other end, Southampton seek an early reply, but Perez, well, he's the scourge of Southampton. He scored a hat-trick in that 6-1 league game only a few days ago, and now he scores the opening goal in the cup final. Arsenal 1, Southampton 0. Thought for a moment Freddie Lundberg was going to get it and make a little bit of history with his third goal, but it ran on to Perez, who made no mistake. This is Lundberg. And there goes Henry. Lundekram has to come across. Henry's gone wide, pulled it back. Oh, it should have been 2. And Perez was coming in again.
Well, I'm not sure if he did get a little nudge. I mean, Telfer and Baird have got to keep their discipline. Henry in this situation is a defender's nightmare. He just comes outside, knocks it back across unselfishly, and you got to say Perez was a yard ahead of Telfer. Now Telfer and Baird have done really, really well with him. They're desperately unlucky with the ricochet, but they've got to keep their discipline.
Parler. Henry. Dangerous. Bergkamp. 2 defenders on the line. Came out to Parler and missed his kick, didn't the second time. Henry. And Niemi, in the end, will collect. Oh.
Well, this is a spell, John, where you've just got to cling on to it. You've got to hang in there, try and stay 1-0. This could go anywhere. They've got the ricochet, and it's Baird again. He's been involved a lot, hasn't he, in the first half. And Lundekram, who eventually get it away, and then Henry tries to get the shot in, and it's blocked by Oakley. Good defending, they hung in there, crucial.
Bridge has made a forward run, hasn't had too much time to get into the attack, Wayne Bridge, so far.
I don't think too many of the Southampton players here from midfield and at the back have been able to do that, other than the set pieces, really. Olmerod and Beattie have worked extremely hard, as they always do, but the supply hasn't been ideal, and of course that's something Gordon Strachan will have to think about later on in the second half. Tessem and Fernandez will be the 2 attacking options, but he won't do it too early. They don't want to chase the game against Arsenal too early, as I say.
Here comes Luzhny. Did that nicely, found Lauren. And at that moment, the referee blows the half-time whistle. Well, we nearly had a goal faster than ever before in the cup final. In 20 seconds, Thierry Henry had a shot saved, but this was the man who on 38 minutes did score. Robert Perez, who gives Arsenal what I think must be considered a deserved lead, but how well 21-year-old Chris Baird did, having been thrust into this match, only his second start. But at half-time, the score in the 2003 Cup Final in Cardiff is Arsenal 1, Southampton 0. Arsenal playing from right to left, as they were against Chelsea in the second half last season here. But bear in mind, 2 years ago against Liverpool, they thought they had the Cup Final won, and we all know what happened then. Michael Owen took a hand. So all is not lost yet for Southampton by a long way. Here's Luzhny. Same formations, Trevor, I think.
Yeah, no change. Yeah, same shape and balance in the midfields as well.
Henry making his first run of the second half ahead of Bergkamp. Gordon Strachan appealing. Never still for very long. What a bad kick by Seaman, straight to Telfer. And it's given Baird the chance to move forward here. Ormrod's just inside him here. This is Brett Ormrod, good turn. And a very, very important clearance by Oleg Luzhny.
Well, it's funny because Luzhny went with the run of Baird, and that took him into the area where Ormrod had wrong-footed his marker. So, you know, they're unlucky Southampton there, because they could have got a shooting opportunity. It all came when Ashley Cole knocked it back to Seaman on his weaker left foot. He tried to get it on his favoured right and scuffed the clearance.
Bit of encouragement here for the Saints. This is Beattie, and it still is. It went out. Two of Beattie's 24 goals came against Arsenal in the 3-2 win at St Mary's. It's a clumsy challenge by Luzhny on Beattie.
Well, still the same contest going on. Beattie up against Luzhny. You've got to say, generally, Luzhny's done better than perhaps one or two might have thought. He's just got to keep that concentration for the whole of the game.
And Michael Svensson climbing with Martin Keown. Corner. Southampton roar goes up behind that goal. Michael Svensson just beaten to it by Seaman. Wasn't much in that. Lundekvam. Back again to Oakley. Now Anders Svensson. Oh, and Beattie's there!
Well, Michael Svensson nearly got a chance there because it was excellent delivery from the corner, first of all. Then he half cleared it. It was then crossed in with the left foot. Look at Michael Svensson. If he just gambles a little bit more as the second man, he would have been in there. But he's not a striker, so we can't criticise him. Beattie did well, got the glancing header, but if the back man just had gambled earlier, he'd have had a clear-cut opening.
Two of those who can't make it today, or three of them actually, for different reasons. But as yet, Arsenal are coping OK without the likes of Vieira and Campbell. Here's Telfer. Oakley. Gilberto. Lundberg. Bergkamp, good turn by Bergkamp. Niabi stopped it. Lundberg came in, and he's missed it. He's missed the chance to score in the cup final 3 years running.
Well, because they've got Telfer in that centre of defence now, and Bergkamp just spins inside. You always know he's going to go there. He doesn't quite get it in the far corner. Otherwise, I don't think Niemi gets the touch. He palms it out, and Lundberg coming in, frustration as he hits the side netted. This is the spin out. Yeah, turns outside. Ormrod it was who was challenging back there. Goes for the far corner, but there is an inviting little gap there towards the near post, but he just put it in the side netted.
So he didn't quite make history. And in fact, Beattie has got a chance. Oh, he hasn't. He won't retrieve it. It's a corner instead. Oakley will go across to take this now. Beattie has trotted onto the 6-yard line with Michael Svensson. Marsden is in there as well. Up goes Telfer as well, was in there. I think it was him that got the touch.
He got the first header, no doubt about that. Just got underneath it a little bit. David Seaman doesn't get there. He comes for it, and if it's kept down, and you've got two on the line, but they'd have struggled to get there. So that was a good delivery, and again, good first contact. Couldn't keep it below the crossbar, though.
Still a really healthy, hearty atmosphere inside the Millennium Stadium. Telfer's been fouled this time. Southampton are getting plenty of ball now. It's a question of what they do with it. Bridge. Anders Svensson. Oakley. Anders Svensson picks it up again. But there were too many challenges coming in, one after the other. Perez. Now this is Henry. This is where he's a threat. And this is where he can be lethal. And Niemi makes the save going to his left, and Henry is denied by the goalkeeper again.
Good save. I mean, it's a classic cat and mouse there. Arsenal letting Southampton come onto them, going to push more men forward, and just on the counter-attack, they're going to get more and more of these one-on-ones. And Henry comes in, he's looking for the far corner, and Niemi anticipates it well. It bounces up, and he does well to have a firm enough left hand to push it beyond the post.
Perez will take the corner. Martin Keown and Oleg Luzhny are both forward. It nearly fell for Keown, and a mistimed clearance comes back to Luzhny. And that could have been anybody's. Martin Keown, who hasn't scored for, I don't know, 2.5 years. Anyway, the ball's over on the far side with Lauren. Parler. Perez just going past Marsden. Goes past Bridge as well. No, he doesn't. Bridge backheeled it back to him. And Lundberg! Oh! And now Bergkamp. It's all Arsenal. Parler firing it across. And Lundberg again comes close to that elusive third cup final strike.
And it was Lundberg who blocked it. Because, it was great play by Perez, because, you know, he tries to come inside Bridge. You know, when he and on this situation, what a bright mind he's got. He can see Wayne Bridge is going to go for the back. He says thanks very much, picks it up and knocks it back round to Lundberg.
Parler sees Bergkamp making a forward run. Lundberg is the defender. Oh, good turn by Bergkamp now. Will he pick out Henry? Will he pick out Lundberg? Who's actually been penalised.
Good defended, Southampton. Good wily play by Bergkamp, running into that inside right channel, turning back out and then just looking to see who are my options, and Lundberg was the man, but Lundberg, to be fair, they tracked him back.
It's Keown's header. This is Bridge. Down to Ormerod. Marsden wants it played inside. There's a player down, I think. Oh, it's the goalkeeper. Niemi is hurt. That's why everybody is waving their hands and signalling to the referee.
He looks badly hurt as well.
It doesn't look very clever, this, for the Southampton goalkeeper.
He's feeling the back, like it comes out of a kick, and he just then goes down, and it's the follow through. It's almost as if it's the back of the calf.
Came to Southampton from Stockport County in the era of his namesake David Jones. So, an unusual sight in a cup final. A goalkeeper stretchered off. Arsenal will want to test the replacement pretty quickly, I should think. Here's Bridge. Marsden. Bridge goes again. Good chance here, perhaps, for a cross. Beat is on the near post. And Arsenal, well, they got it away, but in fact it was out before Lundberg kicked it down the line.
And Gordon Strachan volleys it back there.
Now there's going to be a change. Anders Svensson is coming off.
Number 12, Anders Svensson is 21.
And as we thought, Joe Tessem, who scored against Tottenham in round 3 and Norwich in round 5, and in the 6-1 defeat at Highbury as a footnote, comes on now. He can cause a little bit of unrest, Joe Tessem, because he usually comes from a deep position.
He's good in the air as well, John.
Yes, he is. Bridge. Good tackle by Parler, that, and Wayne Bridge having to retrace his steps very quickly. Lundekvam to Baird. Now it's Telfer. well to get the cross in. Marsden's in there. This is Tesson! Oh, it struck Lauren. He could have scored with his first touch. There's the injured goalkeeper, who can only sit and watch and wonder now. Well, Jones wants to get as much length on this as he can. It's going to go down towards Tesson, whose header inside might find Ormerod here. Ormerod! Oh, what a save!
What a save. That was great.
David Seaman, who's saving the semi-final, has gone down in, well, folklore, really. Look at this from Ormerod.
Well, whether he controlled it with his hand or not, it was an instinctive early shot, and Seaman had to make a great reaction save.
And it's a very crowded penalty area now. Beattie, Tessum and Michael Svensson lined up, and Lundekvam. That's Michael Svensson. Well, David Seaman, the captain today, with his future still somewhat undecided, makes a save here to keep Arsenal in the lead, and oof, goodness, that was flying above him into the roof of the net.
Well, it was instinctive, wasn't it? Good reactions, however old you are, they don't go away, and yeah, could easily have been passed into the net before he'd moved, and terrific save.
Lundberg. Henri got Lundekvam to beat, and Michael Svensson. Oh, deflection, and good save, Paul Jones.
Well, the deflection off Lundekvam, took it back towards the goal. The initial shot, I think, was going to cross the face of it. There he does, he lines himself up. I think you'll see he was going to go across the face of the goal, hits the leg, and then that would have taken it towards that far corner. So good save by Paul Jones.
Stoppage time that we were told about has elapsed, but the header on here means that, oh, that was an important challenge, and well, what's going to happen here? Southampton have one last chance, it would seem.
One last chance.
Oakley with the throw, Beattie hovering, Arsenal jumping, header out by Perez, not very far, not by Henri either. Oh, and Ormerod tried to get it, it's a corner. Well, how long is Graham Barber going to play? We're in the 95th minute. Marsden on the goal line. Jones is up. Everybody's up. Beattie goes in. Oh, what happened? Ashley Cole was on the line.
It's another corner, but it was Ashley Cole on the line. Not sure if it was going to hit the post or just miss. But this is the one. Gets up the header. No, that was going to creep in.
Has that clearance by Ashley Cole won the cup for Arsenal, or can Southampton score from a still-to-be-taken corner? In comes Joe Tesson. Seaman was in trouble, and they've somehow hooked the ball out, and the referee goes to the whistle, and Arsenal have retained the FA Cup, the first club to do so since 1982, when it was done by their North London neighbours Tottenham. They've won the trophy for the 9th time in their 16th final, and they've won it after a breathless finish, but they've won it with a goal by Robert Perez after 38 minutes of the first half, and now the jubilation can begin for the North London supporters who saw the championship drift away. Arsenal have not ended the season empty-handed after all. It's another trophy for 52-year-old Arsene Wenger.
Well, again, it was always going to be set pieces that might have brought Southampton the goal. You've got to say the individual quality there we saw with Arsenal, the likes of Perez, Henri. They had that bit of attacking flair. Southampton battled hard. They couldn't quite create the clear-cut openings. Long throws, corners, free kicks was their best hope. It nearly came in the last minute or two, but I don't think overall you can deny that Arsenal probably deserve to be retaining their trophy.
Well, you see the team was under immense pressure today because they were scared to finish without the trophy. And I must say the last 3 weeks have been difficult, but the boys have been tremendous. Have responded well to the disappointment, and they got the trophy we wanted today.
Was there a stage in the game where you thought you actually might be lifting the cup today? Every stage.
Really?
And even with 5 minutes to go, I thought if we can get an equaliser here, we'll be all right. Because I felt that that would have been a real test to Arsenal if we got an equaliser in the last 5 minutes, and we had 2 good chances in the last couple of minutes. I think a wonder save from Seaman and one blocked off the line. So what we did is I said, if we cannot win, you must compete. Now what they've had is a taste of defeat in a big game. They had to have that before they go in now and win, because that defeat and the disappointment makes you hungry to be winners. At the moment in time, we're competitors. To take another stage forward, we need to be winners.
I think it was, you know, something that we were waiting for, because it would have been really difficult for us to not finish with a trophy. And I think today, I know the result is only 1-0, but to be fair, we had some chances today, and Niemi did some great save, and what a pleasure to win something after a season like that. It would have been a massive disappointment.
It's enough, 1-0!
Well, that's the best ever, really. We just wanted to win so badly. You know, it's very important for us to keep this group of players together, to keep winning trophies. And I think you can see what it means to us.
Was it an easy decision to make to extend your contract here?
Yeah, I saw some people were talking about me and what I was maybe doing, maybe leaving or whatever. I wanted to make sure that, you know, to make people aware that what I want to do. And I think you saw today that the commitment and my desire is all for that club. It's amazing when I see the fans today, and when I see what all the time since they're singing my name and all this kind of thing, I don't want to leave. And that's why I did sign the new contract.
Well, Ray, it's absolutely bedlam here. Many congratulations, first of all. You've won the FA Cup many times. How does this compare?
Better than ever, really, you know. I think, you know, you start off in your career thinking, you know, if I can get a few medals, but I've been here 5 times now, I'll be so lucky. But today was a tough game. Southampton played really well, you know, got to give them credit. They held us back second half, and we found it difficult. But, you know, the main thing is winning, and we won today. Really pleased.
Did the resilience of Southampton surprise you?
Not really, no. It's a one game in a lifetime for them, so they're going to give everything. We expected that, and to be fair, they done brilliant. It was a real tough game out there. But the main thing was winning the game, and we won the game, and we can have a good drink tonight.
We competed, and that if you can't win, you've got to compete. Because what we're giving away to them, as I said earlier on, is strength, pace, ability, experience. Now, to have that all against you and still be in the game, but fortunate at times, but that's got to happen against Arsenal, be in the game with 10 minutes to go to take an extra time is a fantastic achievement for lads. It's his first real experience of the big time.
Chris, not your day today, but you must be delighted the way you and your team performed.
Not delighted in getting beat, but obviously it's just hitting us now, to be fair. Just walking around and seeing all the fans and seeing Arsenal pick the cup up. It's quite a sobering moment.
When you look at your fans, they've made a massive contribution to the club this season. Is this the beginning of something very special at St Mary's?
I really hope so. I mean, they've had a taste of it for the first time for a long time, and we want more. We've got a lot of good young players here, and they'll be back, I can assure you.
They've had a wee taste yet, and they're all right. They've took themselves up to, as I said earlier, we've achieved this year a higher league position than we've ever been before, more points, into Europe, into a cup final. That's on a team basis, 32,000 every game. But the individuals have grown up. I think the individuals are now playing very, very well.
Arsene Wenger and this team keep making history, but can he make up for losing the Premiership title, this victory?
No, not really, but you know, we wanted to defend our titles this season, and unfortunately we didn't do it with the Premier League. We did it in the FA Cup, we're really happy about that, but hopefully we can take back the Championship next year.
We are disappointed for not having won the Championship, but overall we finished runners-up and win the FA Cup, and we were very, very close to a double-double. And if you look at the last 2 seasons, we won twice the Cup and won the Championship and runners-up. Considering the opposition and the opponents you have here, it's not bad.
We were so determined to win it. We knew we were under pressure, but we were determined, we believed in ourselves. And okay, we're in a great cup final, but at the end of the day, we're going to pick it up, and that's fantastic.
You're going to pick it up. You don't look like a man to me that's fed up of playing.
I'm not, but, you know, it's out of my hands, so to speak.
Well, whether it's for Arsenal, whether it be for someone else, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Cheers, mate.
And Gordon Strachan's team will come up to receive their losers' medals. Marsden, who passed a fitness test only yesterday, got through the game well, kept his side ticking away, wasn't quite enough on the day, but no reason here, I feel, for Southampton to reproach themselves. They started the game well enough. For half an hour, they held Arsenal. And here comes the injured goalkeeper, Anthony Niemi, who's torn a calf muscle and had to be brought up with assistance to receive his medal. And hobbles painfully away. That was a real tough call on the keeper. But one or two personal performances on the Southampton side. Young Chris Baird, I think, from Northern Ireland, who came into in the match, only his second ever senior start. Well, what a thing.
Lovely shot that, isn't it? Having a look at his medal, thinking, have I really played today? And it's a runners-up one, but he's done himself proud. That is a lovely, lovely shot.
Great moment for him, even though they lost. And Bobby Robson, incidentally, just congratulating Gordon Strachan, who again has taken credit for moulding this Southampton team. Freddie Ljungberg, first man up, didn't get his third goal, which would have put him in the record books, but nevertheless he had a couple of near misses. And these players now quite used to receiving medals, but they would have been devastated not to have won a trophy this season. That won't now happen. Parler, who did well in the Vieira role. And there's the man that some of us thought probably was a candidate for man of the match, Luzhny, the centre-back. Substitutes, even if they don't come on, also get a medal, by the way.
For the FA partners, it's Thierry Henry.
Man of the match, Thierry Henry. Arsene Wenger. Nice for the managers to get medals. I always remember Laurie McMenemy saying to me back in '76 it was something the FA should think about. Anyway, here comes Patrick Vieira, the club captain, David Seaman, captain for the day, and it's going to be a joint presentation to them by Sir Bobby Robson.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the FA Cup 2003.
So, 1-0 to the Arsenal. Where have I heard that before? The goal may not feature in our goal of the tournament competition, but here are the 10 that